Greetings to Madam Raja Rosna. Today, me and my teammates will explain about our report. My group had decided to interview a successful entrepreneur from grocery field, Mr. Lokman, the owner of Ahmad Behari store. The report will contains his background, the story how he started the business, and how was the entrepreneur before starting the business, and also how he was at the time he started it. He also had shared with us the challenges faced by him and also the solutions for the risks he had taken. And now my teammates will explain more on details regarding these aspects. Thank you.
Hi Dr. Rajarasna, I'm Divya and I'm here to briefly explain about entrepreneurship. Without any delay, I would like to move on with my slides. As we all know, there's a lot of definitions, concepts, or opinions regarding entrepreneur or entrepreneurship. These are some of the famous definitions or concepts made by some people. Let's have a look on it. The first one was made by Joseph in 1934. He told us that entrepreneurship triggers economic development, which may result in the introduction of something new and develops technology. The next one was made by Krisner in 1973. He asserts that entrepreneurship activity is always competitive and acknowledges that entrepreneurship does involve a risk-taking prosperity. The third one was made by Adam Smith in 1776, where he told entrepreneur is an individual who undertakes the formation of an organization for commercial purposes. Nowadays, everyone wish to become a successful entrepreneur. But why? Let me share some of the importance of entrepreneur or entrepreneurship. Okay, the first one will be entrepreneurs create jobs. When they start a business, they can create a job for the jobless peoples. And then entrepreneurs innovate. They create something new to the world, something new to the consumer, and many more. Then entrepreneurship decreases poverty. Nowadays, the main reason for poverty is jobless. So entrepreneurship decreases poverty. The fourth one will be entrepreneurship improves the standard of living, and the last will be entrepreneurs add to national income. Okay, the last part will be, even though there's a lot of importance of entrepreneurship, still there's a lot of challenges faced by entrepreneurs. Those are hiring employees, lacking of resources, time management, and can't find customers. All of these challenges usually faced by the new entrepreneurs who just enter the field. For example, new entrepreneurs will not have much knowledge about the field, so it might be difficult for them to find resources to hire someone under them. The third one will be time management, and the last one will be can't find customers.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Siti Nur Nadia binti Ismail, metric number J19B0372. I will be in charge in presenting the entrepreneur background part. First of all, let me tell you a little bit about the entrepreneur that we choose. His name is Lokman bin Ahmad Bahari. He is 50 years old. His ethnicity is Indian Muslim and his origin is from Malaysia. Next, let me tell you how did he start the business. First, he always had a passion for business since childhood because he is inspired by his grandparents' hard work in operating their business. Next, he always loved working and helping his families to run the grocery store. Then, he hates working in a company as an employee, and he decided to take over his family business and become a boss. And lastly, most of the learning about entrepreneurship has been learned a lot by Mr. Lokman during his work experience from his young age, so that he always focusing on people and understand their needs because business is all about people. Finally, for next slide, what is the factors which led to the creation of his business? Firstly, because of the profit after his family started the business makes him feel motivated and want to continue the traditional business. Secondly, he wants to help people, especially poor people, by getting them their daily needs with affordable price. Thirdly, because of his family background and experience, he has about 35 years experience in this field. And last but not least, because of his entrepreneurial knowledge and skills. He had learned many knowledge and skills related to entrepreneurship that he has gained before starting his venture. That's all from me. Thank you.
My name is Tan Sing Eun and I would like to present about the company's background of Ahmad Buhari Store. Ahmad Buhari Store is a family business owned by Mr. Luqman bin Ahmad Buhari, which is the third generation of the owner of the store. According to Mr. Luqman, the store is left by his grandfather to his father, then his father has left the store to him. Ahmad Buhari Store is a grocery store selling food items such as eggs, fresh vegetables, and cooking ingredients to customers, restaurants, and retailers. Besides that, the store also provides delivery system to customers such as restaurant owners and retailers. The products sold are provided by the local dealers at the beginning and through online system now. The store was started in 1940 in Pudu, Kuala Lumpur. Besides the main store in Pudu, the store now also has two other branches which are located in Petaling Jaya and Sentul respectively. The store was a small and traditional business at the beginning, but now it can also be said as a successful business. The way to run the business include the way of operating, marketing channels, and promoting strategies have led to the success of the business. In the operation system, the quality of the products will be checked to make sure that it will not affect the health of the customers. Besides that, the quantity of the stock will also be monitored always so that problems such as running out of stock will not happen. Lastly, the price comparisons are made so that customers can get the products in affordable price. In marketing channels, Ahmad Buhari Store has using two marketing channels in selling their products, which are directly selling to customers and also selling to intermediaries such as wholesalers and retailers. To promote the product, the strategies used are personally selling to face-to-face or telephones. Besides that, Mr. Luqman has also promoted his store to his friends and relatives.
So I'm going to talk about the entrepreneur before starting the venture. There are few plans Mr. Luqman considered before starting a venture. Firstly, we have to have a good strong plan before starting a business. Next, we have to know what are we going to offer, what are we going to sell in our business. Next, we have to know what type of industry are we going to involve, such as provide service. We should always be aware of our competitors. We have to identify our customers, what is their needs. We have to understand the market sales about the products and everything. Other than that, we have to make sure that we have to identify a good location for our shop so that we can run our business successfully. It is also important to open an bank account for our business purpose. Before starting a business, it is important to understand the risk that we will go through.
Good evening. My name is Divinia Sandran and I'm going to present about Entrepreneur at the time he started the venture. So, Mr. Luqman's primary motivation to start his business was to lead this business into a higher level. He wanted to open many franchises as possible. Apart from that, Mr. Lokman also had some goals while set up the business, which is to open a branch apart from Pudu. He also wanted to provide all the grocery needs to customer with best quality and affordable price. He also wanted to maintain the reputation of the store left by his father and grandfather. Before Mr. Lokman started up his business, several wholesale distributors was only available as resources. But after he upgraded and developed his business, he made network directly with the supplier and also delivering grocery needs to grocery stores and restaurants until now. Furthermore, controlling at early stage of Mr. Lokman's business was control of the venture, of people and of decision making. He want better serve customers, accurate branding and supporting the team. Moreover, risk orientation faced by Mr. Lokman was choosing and investing on products to sell. Product changes time to time. For example, eggs. Eggs can spoil easily, so you need to take correct amount of eggs from the supplier and need to sell it on the day without any loss. And he also write a business plan to keep track of the right things and the most important things. He wrote a business plan to allocate his time, effort and resources strategically. By writing business plan, he said he can track progress and catch new developments. And finally, according to Mr. Lokmans, he said it all had been fated that he the one need to take over the business. And that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi friends, I'm here to give an overall conclusion to our project, which is about a grocery shop named Ahmad Buhari Store, which owned by Mr. Lokman. I can conclude that an individual needs to learn and sharpen his or her entrepreneurial skills in order to become a successful entrepreneur. Besides, an individual also must have good personal qualities that are demanded to become a successful entrepreneur too. From the interview by Mr. Lokman, we can say that good personal qualities is the main key to become a very successful entrepreneur as him. Specifically, Mr. Lokman, he got to share his experience once he get into this field. So, by his interview, I can tell you that if you got idea to be an entrepreneur, so listen to me now, which is Mr. Lokman's advice. And these are most very important to be a successful entrepreneur, which is once you want to become an entrepreneur, then you should have these qualities. First, you have to be very updated. You must know what people like, what people love, what are the things we can provide to them to make them happy, to make them satisfied. This is very important when you came into a market, you want to be an entrepreneur. It's very important. Then you need to have a lot of determination in your field, because determination is very important if you want to be a successful entrepreneur. And you should not afraid to take risks. There is no afraid. You must very confident to take risk, because failure is just a part of the game. There is no person success without seeing failure. So this is the very important message, or we can say very important advice that Mr. Lokman wanted to give to the young entrepreneurs, which is don't afraid to take risk and don't afraid to be failure, because failure is just a part of the game.